Well, welcome. Oh, yes. This is another version on a Monday night. May the force be with you. I get the 4th, I guess. May 4th, 2026. The begging season is closer and closer at hand. It's your one and only fear-mongering radio. Live from the great state of Minnesota, the poor side of Minnetonka. I am going into work tomorrow. A little extra get. Sure, I'll come in tomorrow. Make a little gird to me at the airport. Sure. Never hurts. But welcome to your favorite audio addiction on the video platform. You're enjoying the mukbangs. I got to fill a video tomorrow and then 2 more mukbangs. And we'll talk about demonetizing channels and Disney filming drama. They might not let people film anymore. Live streams. Who knows? Did it for the other channel in the car today. Be a good choice. Like I said, it's a beautiful day to be alive. I can hear, I can feel pain, I can walk, I can talk, I can speak English. And I'm in a great country. Brought to you by the military and the armed forces. The eating is unfortunately bad out there. While we're at war with Iran with the hunch, Donald J. Trump, the convicted felon adjudicated rapist that he is, up on the hill. Just like Bill Clinton, I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. Yahoo! We only know 1 was supposed to end all wars. 2, Hitler decided to invade September 1st, 1938. We got dragged in by Japan, and they, September 2nd, 1945, got on the Mighty Mo, capitulated and apologized. And the Mighty Mo said they were sorry, but in between them, we got dragged in on Pearl Harbor Day. I always say it was a false flag, I guess. I wish it was a false flag. I really wish it was. We had to storm those beaches, snap the next to those crowd, free those Jews, prevent Hitler or what's he trying to do up in the hill, being the free world, still bitching about still an election down there, brainwashing the dumb idiots down there in Florida, all the old people. He knows he's sliding down. He goes out and riles up all the people. But anyways, that was World War II. Not an easy thing. Sacrifice the altar of freedom. Forgotten war for whatever in Korea War. I don't know what that was for. Then about communism in 58,000 plus in Vietnam. Longest war. Sacrificed a lot of men and women. 58,000 plus to one that Hunch and Clinton both draft dodged on. 58,000 plus. A lot bigger than the legs, no arms. 2 as well. A lot of collateral damage. Many wars out there. Desert Storm, Iran War. Men and women in blue. Don't let a cop call a crackhead. God bless the working class that works every day. They all have balls the size of oak trees. It's the Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, and the Navy, and the Merchant Coast Guard. They're in and out of uniform. Thank you for serving this country. A little nothing at all. Appreciate it very, very much. Your choices in life, my dad. You are your choices. You choose to come here. You can either like, dislike, or share, whatever. That's your choice. You don't like 2 men having consensual sex. You can't watch 2 women. That is not a very Christian thing to be doing. Would you shower in the shower of Penn State? Would you worship in a place where the Catholic Church molested children, Boy Scouts too as well? I would not shower in the shower of Penn State. Burn the churches to the ground. We have the rat line, the blue laws of the Catholic community. Good choices are put a condom on for AIDS, herpes, gonorrhea, needle penis, and chlamydia. Ouch. When he's pumping you full of cum, women, you carry the groceries. Marry before you carry, you always say, right? All of a sudden the father runs off, or you bang one more time. Sluts are selective whores in the back seat. Sluts are on the couch, and You make love in the bed. Put that condom on. That's all I'm asking. You look in the eyes of the child of a man you didn't like. One night stand pumped you full. Adoption is the option. It's a lot harder to get up on the table to have it than get rid of it, I guess, for some people. Sex is fun until all of a sudden friends with benefits. It's like, she's pregnant? I thought it was just a benefit. Well, it's your problem, baby girl. The minute the father runs off and the baby's dad runs off and you're screwed. With the time of our lives here, make those good choices when it comes to sex. Get the kids out of it. That's all we're asking. And don't drink and drive. Please call someone or you will murder somebody. Okay? I've had 3 people murdered by drunk drivers because of poor choices. Yeah, your choices, my dad always told me. You out here run with in life. Look up Jeff Dubé. Look him up for his poor choices. New from Oak Ridge County Club. Anyways, I did write an AI, so I know Mark was bitching that the podcast that Bear Exposure did was AI. The music's AI. People we'll talk demonetizing. It's like, listen, Jared Tall Man. So it's called No More Filming. The Disney. I typed in it's Vital Whales anyway. So this is a blues. It's a 5-minute, 4 or 5. It's a good one. This one's good. No More Filming in Disney. It's really good. Here we go. Away we go.
Twice, then I beg for more. Got a Mickey cup and a sunburned grin. Standing in a line, let the trouble begin. A cast member said, put that lens away. I said, baby, I just wanted to save the day. Now the crowd went hush, and my heart went low. One little rule can make a whole lot go. No more filming, no more filming. Not in Disney parks today. No more filming, no more filming. That sweet shot slipped away. Oh no, no more filming. Oh no, not my parade. I saw fireworks bloom over Space Mountain Blue. Every face in the crowd looked brand new. Kids in mouse ears, sugar on the cheeks. I wanted one clip for the years and the weeks. But the phone stayed dark in my shaking hand. Like a tiny old wish I could not command. I danced it off, let the moment stay. Sometimes the best memory gets away. Now the crowd went hush, and my heart went low. One little rule can make a whole lot go. No more filming, no more filming. green in my back pocket slow. Heard a brass band swing, felt the warm wind blow. Maybe the real thing ain't stuck in a frame. Maybe it's the laugh and the call of your name. No more filming, no more filming, not in Disney parks today. No more filming, no more filming. That sweet shot slipped away. Oh no, no more filming. Oh no, let it fade away.
Yeah, I wrote that right before I went live. Well, I just typed in, what did I type in? What did it say here? I typed in, no more filming at Disney Park Blues. I think that's what gave me no more filming. That's a great website. I'm sorry, it's hilarious. You can type in all kinds of fun stuff. So anyways, back to the show. But anyways, yeah, welcome to the Audio Addiction. I appreciate you coming to the audio. Appreciate it. Barium Exposure and Nomad Nation did a really good podcast and played some good music. I did like the one, Top is Down. The convertible is out. The 2005 PT Cruiser. I really enjoy driving. It's fun. Pained me to give $1,200 bills to her, but it is what it is. The old man passed away, and beautiful house. If I was 20 years young, I would have bought it. Went for pennies in the dollar. It was beautiful. It's out Watertown. It's gorgeous. But I'd love to. I've always said I'd love to be able to lathe hockey sticks, whatever. Have a workshop area. And it's got two big garages for storage, 5-bedroom, 4 baths. Oh, it's beautiful. Anyways. But yep, summer's here, so we have a long more to get back. And work tomorrow at the airport. Go hang out. The oil change in the truck tomorrow. Got a new place to get it changed, which is a good thing. But yeah, so here we are. I don't expect any phone calls unless KC Grits calls the show, or Carl, but I put the mess out. We'll see if my girlfriend calls. Who knows? Brian B's assistant to the assistant out there. But, that's not like I used to my views before, so I always appreciate that. People come. So I listened to a video, and I've spoken to somebody. I talked to a lady that's on my shuttle the other day. Her daughter works for Disney. She works in sanitation. She's a janitor, whatever. And she said they're getting sick and tired of these Disney vloggers. I guess there was someone who was doing a live stream and they call it the swatting on them. It's like here's the problem. And I don't blame Disney. He was a gold sets the price. I don't blame them at all if they're going to start banning. And like I said in the video, like one guy said in that video, excuse me. Maybe you have to pay a price to be a live streamer, and I don't want to hear about advertisement. Again, because people are on TikTok, which it's really dumb to do a live stream on TikTok because it doesn't stay up. So if you do like a 90-minute stream, begging for money on live streaming on TikTok, it doesn't stay up. So people will live stream on TikTok, and then people give them money to buy, or they'll buy something from it at a certain like a restaurant or something if you want something. And there's one lady that. Past Due Productions talked about. She stalks all the piano players. She's an old lady in her 60s. It's really strange. But, I know the Woo, he lived in Celebration. He had a yearly pass. Where the hell it is to go to that. And these streamers are just constantly, roll in there. And, it's just, I think that's more distraction. When I go to my car shows, I try to make sure I don't videotape anybody. I mean, in there else than just zeroing on people. I get it. People want to go to Disney. I've been to Disneyland with Sue Ellen maybe 2000, I think. We went on Small World because she had surgery before we went. So, but it was fun. I get it, man. But I want to go enjoy. Like the cruise. When I go in February, I'll show the boat, whatever. Do videos, whatever I'm doing, hanging out, whatever. So, but I like I like water parks. I could see going down the wave on Disney. Go up and come down, and that's fun. You do it to music, and the wave comes at you, and you stand on the bridge. It's fun as hell. You can do one in slow motion. It's great, but. I'm a whore for water parks. I like water parks. I like biking, whatever else. I get Disney. I'm not paying $200 to get it, but I want to go. I want to enjoy myself. Bring my camera, my GoPro to take pictures of things I like for my calendar, me and her, or whatever, in front of something. I get it, but I'm not a big ride guy, but if I want to go on rides, I don't need to bring my camera with me to take away, the enjoyment of other people. But I guess they want to crack down. They should. And I was just that one guy. I don't care about advertisement. I think it's sometimes because people will call on live streamers. If you're live streaming, let's say I'm at night, I'm playing video games. I talked about in the video, there was some young man, I think he was like 14 or 15. He passed away like 4 years ago. And he was a really popular playing video games. I think he was 14, but he died of cancer. And the mom was smart. And she never made sure, he never said his name or where he lived. So no one did any problem, and she hid the IP. So he was a live streamer playing video games. Because if you do that, then people, and Carpegger's been through that before, people were calling his daughter's school. It's kind of tough going. Fat Boy got swatted one time, a couple times in Sydney. That's what people do. It's extremely strange. So I don't know, but it'd be very interesting to see if it goes through. And they can piss them on all they want. Doesn't it is what it is. It's like they can whine, but he was a gold set surprise. You don't like it? Well, that's too damn bad. That's where she goes. What's this man? Rosie, who's this? We found Block Center. Okay, but I think it's great if they start doing it. I think because it gets to be annoying people on the rides. I guarantee you, if the Woo was around, if Dad and the Woo was around, can you imagine that? He would be pissed. But I saw that video from a guy, and I've seen people talk about it before. I get it, but people are going to get pissed. It's the way she goes. It's the way, he was a gold set surprise. The usual IPs, there's nothing out of the ordinary in the IPs. It's just been the same behavior. Nothing special after the big kick there when it was on the overseas one. So when it went over to Lafayette, whatever it was. So let me see here now. Let me see if it's still around here. Unless they took it all off. Let me see geolocations. Let me see. They must have won the Vietnam one. Is all gone. So I don't know what happened on that one. I got a big kick in the Vietnam. So I went for the last year Vietnam one, but that website that we went up on, I have no Vietnam ones at all anymore. So that must have been on some website. I got a bunch of Vietnam ones. So that must have been that went up on there and all gone. So they must have gone. When I got a bunch, I was like, Jesus, a whole bunch of stuff. So that went down the road. So, but anyways, that's where she goes. But let me see. I always like the Barium exposure one. They always get yesterday got like 11 over on Cloud. So Barium exposure podcast. Shame on you trolls. That's up to 9 already. Which is, like I said, that's up to 9. That's hilarious. That was all one source. So it's hilarious. But yeah, if they're gonna do that, they're gonna people are gonna get pissed. That they can't film there. I think there are some parks that don't let you film on the rides. They want people to come enjoy it themselves. I don't need to watch somebody go on a ride. I'm sorry. I'm going to go to Disney World tomorrow, and I want to go to what are these? I'll just go. I googled Orange Beach and had people tell me. One guy, he's a real estate agent, did explaining Orange Beach in Alabama. But there's parks. I get it. You go and you get on the ride and you have the time of your life. I get it. I've been to Valley Fair maybe 30 years ago. It was fun. The corkscrew, my casual roller coaster. The corkscrew's real quick. The big roller coaster, the wooden one that came from Excelsior Music Park, where the Rolling Stones played on and got booed off the stage. That's there. I've been on that once. It's a little jerky, but it's fun. The wave is the water park is fun. They're adding on to that, more of a children's one. I think they already opened a kids one, more of a easy one for the kids to go to with the family. It's more of a child one, so that's pretty good over at Valley Fair. So I get it. I like water parks. I like going on the swing ride, whatever. I get all that stuff, but I'm not gonna I bring my camera with me and walk on a live streaming. How do you enjoy it? But what they do is that people give money, which drives me insane. People giving money to people. I tried to sue them. I said, yeah. Why would you do that? Because they can. They think it's cool to watch the monkey dance. I said, Scooter's on here giving stuff to Timmy to watch him dance for videos. I said he's a grown ass man. I said he loves to give stuff to Sarasota Tim for some reason. It's like I said, the Huss is constantly. She's always asking for money. That's why. Same thing with Cartbagger. I tried to tell her. I said these people give money to them. She goes, you don't. I said, no. But that's these Disney vloggers walk around and they stream, and people will give them money to go get. They'll say, here you go. Here you go. Here's I bought you a meal over at this restaurant or ice cream. There's some guy that they talked about over on Patsy Productions. Some guy. He looks a lot like it could be the son of Nomadic Fanatic, but he always is in the Disney live streaming and people giving him money and everything else, and it's I hope they do a crackdown. It'd be hilarious. Can you imagine the rage? You're taking away my way of life. It's like, yeah, but here's the gold sets a price. You're profiting off of Disney. It's the way it works. It's like. Later in the law, there's no videotaping. You're not going to run around on these rides. You're not going to live stream. They don't like it. They go someplace else. People want the freedom to be in there without being on a camera. They don't want that stuff. So I'd love to see them do it. Or like the one guy said, you want a videotape? We'll give you for a whole year $2,000, whatever. Or $500 a month, whatever. For a license to stream in the facility, but. People, the Disney adults, you've seen many videos of that going broke, going to every single day. There was one guy that was going every single day, and the pandemic, it couldn't go every day. He would go every single day to Disneyland. I'm like, really? I like cheeseburgers, I like Whoppers, but there's other things you like too as well. That was just hilarious. He went every single day to Disney. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But I just thought that was kind of funny. I don't know. Hang on, I'm going to take off my shirt real quick. There we go. A little hot here in the treehouse. Oh, but... yeah, I just saw that. It is what it is. He was gold, sets the price. So it is what it is. So people complaining, and also the demonetized drama going on here on YouTube. I've seen a lot of different videos of people getting demonetized. Some guy had a cat channel that got demonetized. And there was one guy who was a Bible guy. A lot of these guys were horror guys. There's one guy, who's that one guy? I did a video of my other channel when I was on the, what the hell is that one? Oh, the book one. I was in Chicago on the Miracle Mile. It was that movie. And Harry Potter, okay? So the guy... And I can't remember, he named the Potter, whatever it means, something, Henry Potter, something. So he's taking a picture of the Harry Potter guy and making it somewhat of Harry Potter. And in my mind, it's damn near clickbait him because it looks just like Harry Potter. Kind of an older, kind of a buffer one, and he gets into the guy can't be creative and create his own person. He can't create, so he's like dick riding off of that Harry Potter, right? And I'm like, and he was getting demonetized. A lot of these guys do use AI. They'll use like how this they talk. They have like a person, like a AI images are talking. They're not authentic, and then they have the same thumbnail or they have the same title, and they do this horror now. They talk about a lot of these people are reaction. One guy had 3 channels, reaction with his dad, so which is really easy. Chris the girl is out. Call me Chris, beautiful young lady. She has a reaction channel. She used to do a lot of shorts under different people, and she does reaction channel because people are stealing her content. It takes time for her to do character stuff. Okay, let me see if I know what she's doing. What is she doing these days? Let me see. Call me Chris. I like her. She's Call me Chris. What is she doing these days? Reddit updates the Willy Blow Your Mind 2 days ago. So she's, I can't prove I didn't sleep with my sister's fiance. But she does, she does shorts, which takes a lot of time, trust me. Reddit updates, pilot twist, kidnapping, exposed to serial killer. So she does a lot of that stuff. The brutal updates on Reddit, that's all behavior going on, flirting with my wife, whatever. The mysterious death of Kurt Cobain, an hour 20. That's a long time to talk about old news. He got away with murder about the most controversial case in U.S. history, O.J. Simpson. Okay, that's old news. But she's only done one live. But her shorts are what she's a lot of fun. So my daily birth control. FaceTiming my sister with a toddler and a baby. Okay. So she does a lot of good shorts. People have stole her stuff, so she's really funny. I'd put her in a movie because she's pretty hilarious. She's very creative, so. But she does a lot of stuff. She does a lot of. It's easy to do your reaction stuff. Just put the video in the corner and talk about it. I see that all the pilot, the Spirit went down the road. They're down the road no longer anymore. They're done, toast with all the behavior. But it's I don't know. It's this behavior going on with the Demonetized. I get it sucks. And I talked about on the other video, someone made a comment about Turtle Boy, and my girl Jen made a Jen World talked about it. She knows about him. He likes to do a lot of harassing out there. Turtle Boy, he used to be a sports guy, but she knows about the guy. And I told before, Steve Coate was in the Turtle Riders, and then he got kicked out, so he harassed all the Turtle Riders, and they took him to court. I would have been there and said, why? They support a man who does the same thing. So he's in jail for harassing people, and that's what Turtle Boy does. And like I said, he uses YouTube to harass people. Turtle Boy will go to your house. Will go if you're at a baseball game, he'll go while he's on YouTube. So that's what he does. So if you look him up, Turtle Boy, not a very nice man. So, and Chris and what's his name? Steve Coate, who's in jail because he wanted to be that kind of behavior. That's why Dave is in a homeless shelter right now. Because YouTube's his life. Called me today. I'm like, I don't care. I'm working. I don't care what you're doing. Yeah, so they're demonetizing channel. I mean, if I got demonetized, I'd be bummed out. But I'm not. I'm low on the food chain. The only I do is when I play music. I use my voice and my voice changer. Old Man Nation came along. Old Man Geritol came along and pissed him on about AI. That's just. I'm using my voice changer when I do both voices, and then I write the songs. So I'm authentic 99% of the time. I mean, I have to do Alan Hernandez. Alan, it's Alan Hernandez. Are you the bastard, huh? So there's a lot of people that are. One guy had 3 channels, and one guy has got a Bible channel. I guess he reads Bible and Bible verse, which would be easy to do. There's a cat channel, and a lot of people do the AI stuff, and that's they're trying to get rid of. So they put up a thumbnail and stuff. So I get it. This is your job. I feel sorry for to make money on YouTube, but it's not like it used to be when I first started doing YouTube, where it was, you had long form. Now you have all kinds of good stuff here. You've got bunches of stuff that other people do now, and it is what it is with that behavior. So I don't know. You hate to see people lose their channels and maybe get demonetized and nuking channels, but I talk about the other channel. I got 56 views. I mean, I got 8 likes out of it. I get it, but you hate to see it. But a lot of people that I beam out to probably don't care and really don't. Too busy with Sarasota Tim and whatever else. None of them would go out and look for things and look about how the rise and the fall of companies, and which I love to listen to. I listened to a couple today. Put 140 miles in the truck today running around, so. But it's too bad. I hate to see it happen, but that's their. Just like it's that will employer. Like Iowa, Minnesota's like that. I want to fire somebody if you're fired. So that sucks. That's the way she goes.
All right, man. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Sawinski. Yahoo!
But it's a shame when that stuff happens and they get demonetized. Drama, right? But it's out there, and they're purging people because they did change their terms of service on stuff. And I mean, I like some AI stuff. My favorite over on TikTok. There's some really good videos out there. Really, really good videos that people do stuff making fun of the hunch. I get the AI to a point. I love my AI music. You're the one. It's fun to do it. I mean, but it's the way she goes. YouTube is nuking channels. I mean, but way she goes. Let's just do a song real quick. See if we can get a YouTube is nuking channels. Let me see here now. Yeah, Mark got all bitter about that and got all mad that it's slop. It's garbage. Don't listen to it then. I get it, man. YouTube. Let me see. I love this. I could write a whole country music. When you upgrade, you can specify what you want. It's a great website. It's so much fun. I could make a whole CD. YouTube is nuking channels. Blues. Yep. YouTube is nuking channel blues. There we go. Anyways, but I hate to see it. There are people trying to make money on here, and it's not like it used to be anymore. And I think a lot of advertising, they're bodying what they're trying to do. If I was YouTube tomorrow, one thing I would do, I'd get rid of old bot accounts and old. Let's say because the old, I think way back when you could make under one email account, you could make numerous like troll accounts. So if I was going to troll blind views, right, and I want to make Bear Exposure has me blocked, right? Old Man Nation, I could make up numerous go in there and troll them, or Yankee in the South, or whatever, the Huss, or like I'm a Huss supporter, I want to sub her up. I think you could make a bunch of accounts and sub people up, right? They need to get rid of it. If my subs went down, so be it. I guarantee half my subs over on my adventure channel are, again, Paul Dembski is dead. He had 3 or 4, a couple of you would troll my channel under different names, and they're long gone, as the song says. And they need to get rid of all these. Just look up if they haven't been used in 2 years. Just nuke the channel. And then guess what? You're going to lose subs. I don't care. I mean, look at New York Dan. What does he have for subs? I mean, he has just a ton. Doesn't get as many. I mean, I get it. Let me see. New York Daniel. Let's see what my uncle's doing. My little brother, New York Dan. Let me see. Unboxing the party board. Oh, good Lord. He's out with his stepsister at the board shopping Long Island wine country. Oh boy. Okay, he has almost 20,000 subs, and what I mean, it gets more than I do, but it's prices are high. How high is yours? Okay, you would for the hunch, What do you say? The microwave broke in New York with Sarasota Tim. Let's see what Sarasota Tim's doing these days. Could you imagine if he got demonetized or lost his channel? Could you imagine the outrage? Homemade auction to my motorcycle step ramp. Homemade edition. 1K 6 hours ago. Morning chat 1.1. Miss Vicky, Chase Windsor has him chat. How do you save money on fragrance? No one cares. No one cares. 70 views, 1 hour. No one cares. But Miss Vicky, morning. She has, what does she have? 10,000 almost. Uncut backward from my remedy. Okay, no one cares. No, I get what I get, man. I get it. Cause I think did Old Man Nation do something? I saw something come. Let me see. What did he do? He did something. What did he do? He did something on how to be a lawyer for dummies. So. I guess he's, bitching about her, whatever it may be. I don't know. He did want to bear exposure, so he's, doing what he's doing. He's got 3 different channels. He came over and, so he's doing what he's doing, He quit on his hiking behavior, So he chickened out on his hikes. Bear exposure, my big uncle. What did he do these days? He's rage, bear exposure. He's parked it, I guess. I regret watching Sarah. That's pretty hilarious. 2 years ago, I got an honorable mention, but he was too boring. He was too ballless. I still love it. YouTube is boring. You know why it's boring? Because there's no drama. That's all he watches is Sarasota Tim and me. That's what he does. That's all he does. Bear exposure. He's been exposed. Best way to rage bait your partner. It's kind of chickly. I see more and more women just dance in front of the camera. I see it all the time now. That's all I see is women in front of the camera dancing, showing their ass. One who dad can't stop watching them wash the dishes with her ass going all. Okay, so that's all. It's. There's one chick here. She's wiggling her butt around. Okay. That's all you ever see now. But sue YouTube? Can you sue YouTube? Are we sure? I love pacifier politics. That's such a great pacifier politics. It is so good. It is the best. But I love some of the animal ones that are singing. Those are my favorite. What's his Kenny Rogers dropped in to see what condition my case was in live. European Cats final meow down. I love the kitty cat. European Cats the final meow down live at Rock and Roll Rest. It's so good. I love those kitty cat ones. They're epic as hell. Just love them. I wish I could make my own. European Cats the final meow down live at Rock and Roll Road. That's epic. I love kitties. It's just hilarious. One looks like Kobe the Kitty. Rock and Roar. I love it, man. It's so good. Such a classic. There's a Tabby Kitty playing Calico Kitty. It's so good. Meow, meow, meow. Let's see here now. Let me see, 9 hours ago. The 5-cat death punch. Rock and roar. Oh, see, I could just listen. I could watch those all day long. I could just go on. Kitty Floyd, Iron Kitty, Van Meowing, Pounce. Craig, they got 4 kitties. That's hilarious. ACKT, Hunger Strikes, live at Rock and Roll Battle. Mega Cat, I wish I could do this. Oh my goodness. Stray Kitten sings tearful, meow meow, a voice of hope. Oh, meow meow meow. But they've been around. How long have they been around for? Well, 2014. But they have Patreon, obviously. Anyways, but I love those kind of videos. I'm a big cat guy. You all know that, so. Meow, meow, meow. But it's demonetizing is on the agenda these days, and it sucks for people that that's their job. Let's see, nuking channel blues. Okay, here we go. Let's. I know this is going to piss off Mark. Here we go. This is nuking channel blues. Here we go.
Woke up to a red screen sign. My little home gone in one night. 20 clips gone in a blink. Left me staring at the sink. I built that room with my own hands. Now it's dust in the commons land. I keep scrolling, I keep praying, but the same old screen keeps saying YouTube is nuking channels. YouTube is nuking channels. Took my voice and my little candle. YouTube is nuking channels. Mama said, boy, keep your head. But the inbox filled up fast with dread. One more strike, one more hit. They don't care how hard you built it. I used to laugh, I used to shout. Now I'm patching broken routes. If I lose this fight tonight, I'll still sing it all inspired. YouTube is nuking channels. YouTube is nuking channels. Took my voice and my little candle. YouTube is nuking channels. Tell me who sold the gate. Tell me why they moved the date. I got smoke in my lungs and truth in my jaw. Still I stand here taking it all. YouTube is nuking channels. YouTube is nuking channels. Burn my links and my last man handle. YouTube is nuking channels. YouTube is nuking channel. I'm still here, I'm still standing tall.
Yeah. It was okay. I mean, the best one was the number of film. That was pretty good. But anyways, I wonder if I should. But real quick, let's try to get hold of Beef Stew, which he's not easy to get hold of. So, Barium Exposure has been trolling my videos lately in audios. He's been making comments. He made a comment about Blind Bees. I've always released it because he gets all bitter. You know, he likes to come over and, See, one thing about Barium Exposure, Mr. Malcontent, and saying, Old Man Nation, they both come over and piss him on. It's like, it's fine, I appreciate it. I can't do it on theirs because they got me blocked, right? So he comes over in the she shed, making about swirl my head back and forth. So he hate watches me. You know, Barium Exposure hate watch. He does. He comes over and listens and watches what he does. He comes because you talked about me. Oh yes, you talked about me. You know, Barium Exposure hate watching. It's what he does. It's like with, you know, he still hate watches Tim. So just like with Old Man Nation, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm not gonna do this stuff anymore. Yeah, okay. Before you know it, guess what? You're right back at it because you know that Barium Exposure has numerous channels. He had the one with the Daniel, the fan. He always has one, so he's always doing something. Same thing, Old Man Nation. You know, it's always pissing him on about something. You know, it's 3 channels. He's trolling right along. You know, making comments. You know. He was part of the brown shirts, you know, just like Eva Braun, you know. She was part of Blind Views. That's the way he hears it, right? You know, the way it is, you know. So that's what that behavior. Never nonstop, never up, never in, right? Piss and moan, right? Never happy, right? She's never happy about anything. The woman's the most. She's a lot like Blind Views, never happy. So it is what it is. But I don't know. Come over like that. I just when you're that unhappy, both those guys are. And YouTube's boring because why is it boring for him? Because all he watches is drama. That's all he does. He comes to me at the last minute. He doesn't bother to go listen to information about the snapper, the rise and fall. Maybe listen to Brits and Stratton, the rise and fall, GM and some of their factories, a poor choice they made, AMC rise and fall, somewhere like 25 minutes, somewhere an hour. Would he go do that? No, I've been listening to a lot of the company ones about stupid choices being made. So I like a lot of that stuff, a lot of documentaries. Would he do that? No. Would he go listen to the documentary of John Candy? No. Would he go listen to other people? I mean, I listened to The Hunch one time. It was like a 90-minute one about 2 years ago. It was very good, about his whole life. And when that plane crash took us with his buddies, he blamed the guy who died for the fall of the casino. It's like, really, the guy's dead. But, you know, those documentaries, a lot of people that were before us, would he do that? No, he's just too busy. When you're unhappy and you're in the she shed or you're in the desert and you're pissed off, life sucks. And you find YouTube and Barium Exposure and you become a troll and a liar like I am, you know, and you just come listen to me and wait for his name. See, when Barium Exposure comes to this podcast, this audio, he waits for his name to be called, like in the draft. He's back in the green room. He's ready for his name to be called to talk about me. Same thing with Old Man Nation. Got to mention these guys. They want their validation. Don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. You know, that's what he's got to do. I mean, I talk about the Huss, but she doesn't listen to me. She doesn't care less. I'll support her. But they both come here for hate listen and a dislike. You know, that's what they come. Breathing heavy. He's in the she shed. Got me in his earphones. I pop up, go through my intro. Kind of goes by, waiting for the music plays. You know, maybe kind of rocks out, but then he waits for me to say Barium Exposure. He waits for it. You know, when I bring on Carl, he used to come on all the time. He waited for me to talk about it. Just could not. Just waited. Just bated breath. Now Old Man Nation waits for me to mention his name. At least then they will call and they troll the video, the audio, and piss him on. You know, it's what they do. Unhappiness that it is. You know, it's way she. Just like my girlfriend, same thing. She wants her name to be called. You know, by news. He had some video about some shooting in Oklahoma or something. I don't know, some shooting in Oklahoma or something. But who knows? But let me see. Dun, 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 dun. Perfect. Alrighty then. People is making those kind of.
Has a black on white race base.
Okay, there we go. Don't need that. Still can't believe she put that picture of her the banana, the dark banana in her mouth. I just like, are you kidding me? I'm like, woman, are you kidding me? But that's just, she's a grown woman. I'm like, are you kidding me? Anyways, I don't know. Should we call Beef Stew? See if he's available. Beef Stew. If not, he's usually not around. It's called Beef Stew. Because Beef Stew, allegedly, they're going to have a... Nope, no Beef Stew. Beef Stew. Nope, no Beef Stew. Nope. We could call Scooter. We'll see if Scooter's around. I haven't talked to Scooter in a long time. Scooter, see if he's around.
Hello, leave a message.
No, not around either. I wonder if Carl's around. If Carl's actually off work. Let's see if Carl's around. Carl. Nope, no Carl. I haven't spoke to Ted in a long time. Where's Ted? Ted the talking head. Ted. See if Ted's around. Ted the talking head. No one's around. Nope. No Ted. Oh, well. No one's around. No one wants to talk to me. Oh, no. No. Oh, my goodness. Let's see what we're on Rumble. Let's see what Nomadic Fanatics girlfriend's talking about these days. Let's see. She's a new to-do list. Let's start decorating the bedroom wallpaper. Okay. Oh my goodness. What else are we gonna look at here? Something else. We haven't looked at. We could look at Craigslist. But the Sarasota Tim has been kind of the community's been kind of slow, it seems like. I don't see a lot of... He hasn't done anything well worth the drama. I haven't seen anything that's overly big time drama for him. Usually when he does something, them blind views, that's the way he hears it, because he can't see, will jump in the middle of it, and he'll complain about this and complain about that as soon as morning or mighty Potter and the flowing circle Carl talk, then he'll come talk about it and claims he doesn't listen to the guy watching, but he does watch because he watched somebody else. The Dingling does it, the Dimwit does it, whatever they all jump on, Bear Exposure's there, Old Man Nation's there. Yep. I'm Carl from YouTube. Carl, thanks for calling the show.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Not much.
Just kind of hanging out. It's just kind of, just saying it's kind of boring here in the YouTube realm of the haters of Sarasota Tim. So what's going on in the hater community, hate watching community?
He's boring.
He hasn't done anything.
The only thing maybe exciting is I think he's got this job. It's hiding.
He got what?
I think he's working a job. He's hiding it.
Oh, really?
But if that's not true, then he's just boring.
Okay.
He's messing around with an e-bike on the back of him. He spends more time trying to put his e-bike on his truck than he does riding it.
I see.
Blind Views is more interesting. You should do anything about shooting and Tater not doing a good job on his bus build.
Yeah, well, that's whatever Tater's doing with his bus build. Who cares? But I saw Tater did something about some. I didn't see the video, but did he do some cat thing or something? Another cat box?
He made some shelves with plastic bucket, plastic totes.
So that wasn't up to his snuff.
Well, I don't know if it's like a welfare shelf. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I get it, so. Yeah, Tater,
I mean, you got to keep weight down. So I
get it, but that's what. But you know how he is. It's like nothing Tater does is not good enough. So that's the way it is with him.
Yeah.
Nothing he does. He could cure cancer tomorrow, and he'd still be pissed it wasn't good enough. So I mean, I just saw the title of it. I'm like, he did something, some cat thing or something, another cat box for his girlfriend. I'm like, oh God, who cares? I mean, so I think he does allow that to troll people, to do things, to piss off Blind Views, because he's going to watch it and then he's going to bitch about it. You know what I'm saying? So I think he does a lot of that just to piss off Blind Views. I talked about this. If you've seen a video, I don't know how much, but Disney is actually might start banning live streaming in their parks, because someone did the old cop calling,
when they're live.
Yeah, so they might do that. So I listen. People are bitching. It's like, well, he has a gold sets a price. Because people are let's say you're live streaming and I call the police on you, you know what I'm saying? Because you're my competition, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what they're doing. People get, Fat Boy got swatted a couple times when he was live streaming. So Dave 25 got swatted a couple times while he was live streaming.
Didn't Will get kicked out because he trespassed on it?
Yeah, he could go that one he was banned for life because he went behind the scenes, and he was all bummed out about that. They did kick him out of the park for a while, but the other one he couldn't go to. The newer one that opened up, he could not go, so he stayed away from that place. Yeah, he was hoping to be welcome home because he was videotaping behind the scenes, and they banned him for life out in that one park.
Yeah, something about Nickelodeon.
Yeah, he was back in the background, trespassing. So he's lucky they didn't ban him from all the parks, because, like the one guy said, listen to the video today, and he's very good. He's about the park, whatever he's parked. He's a nice guy, and he goes, people that moved to Disney to do that, he goes, but that's the way it goes. He was gold sets a price. If they don't want you live streaming in there, I don't blame them, because people are on TikTok and they live stream for all day long on their phones. And the people give money. There's some lady that Patsy Productions talked about. She's like your mother's age, and she stalks all the piano players. She sits there and films them while they're playing piano. It's the most strangest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Well, all they got to say is they don't have a press pass.
Well, like I said, start charging for a press.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to be $500 a month? And I'm sorry. If I go to Disney with you, let's go enjoy ourselves. Oh, hang on. We got Ted the Talking Head here. Hang on. Put merge. And Ted the Talking Head. Welcome to Fear Mongering with Carl. What's going on?
Hey, what's happening? How are you?
Not too bad. I'm here with Carl.
Hey, Carl.
Hey, roll tide.
What's going on?
How you been? Okay.
Yeah, I've been fine. Yourself?
Good. Good to hear you.
Good to hear you too. We're just talking about Disney. I was listening to a video on YouTube. They might start banning people from like live streaming at the parks.
Okay.
Because what people do is they'll live. So people are calling. They're calling. They what do they call it when they call the cops on people? Swat them.
Oh, swatting.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I guess one of the parks that happened, so let's see your live streaming, because people will live stream on TikTok, so if Carl is live streaming, if I will buy Carl a meal at some restaurant. Like, oh, I really like this place here, so I will call that place and pay for a meal for Carl.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. So if Carl's running around then plus I give him super stat. But Carl will say, "Hey, I really like this meal at this place," so I will send a message to him to say, "I'm going to buy this thing for Carl." So Carl walks up and says, "My name is blah blah blah," and they give him the meal. So that's what they do. So because when you're at Disney World or Disneyland, they're constantly walking around live streaming. You know, that's what they do.
It's funny. I never heard that.
So that's what they do. So they're thinking of banning it because it's becoming a distraction.
Can't say I blame them.
Well, he who has the gold sets the price.
But I mean, how are you going to do that? How are you going to ban that? That's tough to do.
Well, if you see him in the camera, you're going to say put it away, because there are some. I know Carpegger was at a place one time, and they won't let him in because he had his camera. And he pissed him on, but there are certain parks will not let you videotape on the rides either.
Wow.
I think Dolly Parton has a few rules like that on her rides. You can't videotape for some of their rides.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know.
That's interesting. You know, it's another Big Brother scenario. You know.
Yeah, but I understand both sides of the aisle here. But it could be a problem, but I don't believe in advertisement. I guess I want to go to Disney. I'm not going to watch Carl walk around live stream. I'll go myself. You know, that's why a lot of bands. I mean, remember George Thorogood? And remember when his security guy tried to stop people from filming? Remember that? He'd always that didn't work.
Yeah.
That's it. You might as well let them film. There's a couple that will like set up areas for people to record the concert. They'll actually, at the end of the concert, give you a CD on the way out the door. They'll burn.
Oh, wow.
There's a couple of them done that. So yeah, there's a couple who will set up people, let them videotape and film the whole concert. Because it gets out.
They don't seem to enforce that anymore.
Now, because it's a waste of time. Because he used to be in the concert, he'd walk over to people in the middle of the concert. It's just he realized.
I seen him do it. And people are like in front of me and stuff. I was like, damn, man.
Yeah, he realized it's a lost cause. It's going to get on the internet. When Bruce Springsteen was in town here, I got home.
Yeah.
Purple Rain was up on the internet. About 4 different people put it up. Because you gonna videotape it? I said no, because it's going to be up on YouTube. Why should I? You know, I'm way far away.
Oh yeah.
People are going to be down below with better cameras. I'll let them do it. I don't need to do it. I can go watch if I need to.
Yeah, I can enjoy it. Let someone else film it.
Exactly. I said you
can download it, and it's the same thing. You were there, so
exactly. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Carl's a hate watcher of Sarasota Tim. He watches Sarasota Tim.
Yeah.
He watches them all. He watches his stuff and he complains about them. So it's like, like I told you, what's your least favorite? You don't like, what's your least favorite meal here, Ted?
Least favorite thing to eat?
Yes.
Probably loin of pork, man.
Yeah, so you eat pork every day and then complain about it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what he does. So he watches Sarasota Tim. He's some old guy about our age about Social Security. These people, which I pick on these people, which you know I like to pick on people. So these grown ass people watch Sarasota Tim and then they complain about him. So.
Oh, okay. I get it.
I get it.
I get it.
Yeah, he was a lot more fun to watch a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they put themselves on these sites, right? I mean, on the YouTube, so they're subject to criticism, man.
Correct.
You know, so they're asking for the attention just by doing that. So,
right.
You know, they can't get upset if you're taking shots at them because that's only fair, I think.
Right. People take shots at me all the time. And I enjoy it. I encourage it. I say, go ahead. It keeps. Go ahead. Make comments down below that I'm AI or whatever. Because I read a lot of songs during my show, and I do like the Aaron Hernandez. I do all the voices and stuff, and I put music in there, and I've been writing music, and then I play. I wrote 2 songs today. Nuking channels on YouTube. No more filming at Disney. Those are AI songs.
Yeah,
I could write a whole CD tomorrow, country music one, and just put it out. I mean, voices with no faces, and just.
Isn't that crazy?
It's unbelievable. Some of the songs I've written. I mean, there was one that they did because I got my convertible out, the PT Cruiser's out, and it was a really good.
Oh, very nice.
I got that out yesterday, so that's out and about. So.
Very nice, very nice.
Oh, it's beautiful. About time. So it pained me to give her 12 $100 bills to store that both cars year round, but felt like I was giving a stripper money there. So it's like,
yeah, but those winters are brutal, man.
Yeah, I know. Because he took it. He goes. He and his wife took it to the VFW, and he goes, "That thing rides real nice." I said, "Good." See, I told him to take it. If you want to take it out, take it out. So they took it around town out there in Watertown. People thought it was their vehicle. No, it's not my vehicle. So
Yeah.
I call it the fag car. They all call it the fag car, but they all want to ride in it. You know what I'm saying?
Does it have the wood paneling on the side?
No, it's a beige, whatever you want to call it, whatever.
Yeah. I like those cars. They're pretty cool.
You know, I miss my Sebring. Remember the Sebring?
I saw one yesterday in a used car lot, a convertible.
Yeah.
I thought of you.
Yeah, that was a great vehicle. It just started to fall apart on me. It just did. And
They had a nice body style to them.
Yep.
They were looked like they were really good for cruising or for drifting.
yep, the 1999s was the last big body, long body. Everything else got smaller, but the 1999 was the last long body on them, and they were just the best.
Yeah.
I remember I saw George Thurgood up at Hinckley, and I drove all the way up and back by myself. It was just the best ride on the highway with that thing, top down. So
Yeah.
Well, I made the paper one day. The Tribune was raining outside. They showed me going down the road, and they said "Summer's never over." And it was a picture of me driving on the highway. Someone took a picture of me.
Oh, that's awesome. Top down.
Yep, top down. It was raining because the rain was going over me, so I was just driving on the highway. So
Yeah.
because someone at work goes, "Is this you?" And I go, "Oh, I didn't see it." He goes, "Someone, I saw you in the Tribune." I said, "That's me." Driving down the highway in the rain with the tap down, you know.
It's good to be alive.
Yes, it is. You're too poor to die. Hey, Carl, this guy died twice on the highway out there in the Carolinas.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. It sucked.
How many surgeries have you had since that happened?
22.
Jesus.
22. 18 months of physical therapy.
Wow.
Yeah. But life is good.
Yeah,
So.
he was a highway worker, and he was out picking up the stuff, and someone ran him over. Did you see?
Yeah, she changed lanes from behind a tractor trailer and hit me at like 65 miles an hour.
Jeez.
He was.
Yeah.
He died. Would you say you died twice on the highway?
Yeah, 2 times. They brought me back twice.
Wow.
Yeah, scary.
Yeah.
That's why I'm crypto. I got a Superman tattoo now. I'm Kryptonian. Can't be killed. Yeah, I'll probably die from a bee sting. No, I'm allergic.
Are you? Yeah. I did see a young man when I was 14 years old, Timber Bay Camp, Christian Camp, and we were up there cutting wood when the government would come through and cut the wood, right, you know? And and he got stung by a bee, and I watched him face just got real big. I think he lived. I went to the hospital. He was like, he couldn't breathe. The face got, he got real big.
Yeah.
Remember that? That was scary. You're 14 years old and you see some kid your age struggling to breathe because he got a bee sting, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why, like, if I don't know if any of you guys have any, like, allergic to anything, I just go to the doctor and ask for some prednisone steroid.
Yep.
And it acts like Benadryl. So if you get hit, you take like a prednisone, and it will work like an EpiPen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, until you can get some Benadryl in you too. So it's a good thing just to carry with you, just in case, a couple pills.
Right.
So if you are allergic to something,
Well, like peanut butter can be a big thing for kids these days.
Yeah,
That's a big thing. People can die from that.
yeah. Because EpiPens, remember they were charging like $40,000 for those things.
Yep.
You know, so this is like, you know, the prednisone. They give you like 3 to 5 pills, cost you about $1, you know, and some Benadryl, and it works just the same.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, go to see George on Wednesday.
That's right. You're going to go see George Thurgood. The dough is. We made a pact, but we kind of broke that pact. So,
Yeah,
where's he playing down there? And down there,
Dirty Myrtle, where I met you before right before I got hit.
Yeah, Dirty Myrtle. because that's when I had COVID. Remember, and I was wearing a jacket. I was sweating like a pig. We went mini putting.
Yeah.
I had to climb up there. I told my wife in my jacket. I had a little touch of the COVID. Remember that? I was just.
Yeah, I remember. That was literally like a week before my accident.
Yep. We were mini putting, and I did not feel well. Then that lady, we were having that breakfast, and you didn't eat much because we had that breakfast, and it was that restaurant. I go, yeah, I didn't feel very well. So I remember climbing up those.
Yeah.
We had to climb up the damn stairs to go mini putting.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Felt like
I remember.
it had the Vietnam feel to it, the way it was built. Like you felt like you were in Vietnam, the way it was built.
Yeah.
I did not want to be there, but it is what it is, and it was fun.
I thought it was. When I got the tickets, I'm like, oh, it's 2.5 hour ride, maybe 3. That ain't bad. I was wrong, and it's further than that.
Are you staying overnight?
So it's more like 4 hours.
Are you staying overnight in Durham, or are you driving back?
I was gonna stay, grab a hotel somewhere, but my brother wants to come back, so I guess we're doing there and back. That's a lot of driving, man.
Is that the one that got caught on?
No, he passed away.
He passed away. The one that's legendary figure on Howard Stern.
Yeah. But this is my other brother. He's down here, so.
Where do you guys sit?
He's we got good seats. I think I'm in the 5th row in the center.
Nice.
Somewhere in there, But just another face in the crowd.
Yeah. Well, maybe you can see the man from Texas, Too Poor Die, either devil. You can see his young ass if he knows.
I don't think he would even remember me, man. It's been a long time.
Right.
Last time I seen him was with you, I think, in the Big Apple. Man.
Yeah, he recognized me in Minneapolis 2-3 years ago. He came out and he pointed at me before I saw him, and I pointed back at him. So.
Oh, that's so funny.
I saw him with Night Ranger because she hit me, and I go, what? And he pointed at me, and I pointed back at him, and Billy Blau pointed at me too as well. They were watching. They were kind of in the office.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny.
So they both pointed at me. So. But,
too bad I don't have a fat head of you, those things, those heads for people. Then I just hold it up, you know what I mean? That'd be hilarious. But.
Well, it's still classic, Carl. I know we're talking about music. It may bore you, but I remember when me and him were in, was it Memphis? Where were we?
Memphis.
And we saw 30 Good Destroyers, right? And Jeff Simon is out in the crowd, right, talking. And he had a picture, Carl, and I said, go ask him. So he took the picture and had George autograph it for him and send it to him. So
yeah, it's one of my favorite pictures that you took with me and him. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
that was Graceland. You know what we didn't know?
What?
But then I found out afterwards that Sammy Hagar was there that day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, that would have been cool.
Yeah,
I like Sammy.
Yeah, Sammy, it would been good.
Yeah. So,
well, that's
you guys are doing okay. Otherwise, everybody.
Yeah, Carl's doing. He's actually working for a living.
Yeah.
He's driving dump truck. He's working a real job now. Before he was just hanging out there, living off the government. His wife was doing all the hard work. Now he's actually working right now.
Yep.
Nice. Is that a C? You need a CDL for that?
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Was that an A or a B?
A.
Oh, very nice. Good job, man. That's not easy to get.
So yeah, he's working for a living. He's didn't hit anything yet because he had a couple of jobs. I nicknamed him Crash. He was running into stuff, right, Carl?
Yeah, had some rookie mistakes.
Yeah.
But we're all good now.
Yeah.
Good, man. Good.
I curb it every once in a while, but I try not to.
As long as you don't rip anything off,
Yeah.
Better curb than someone's fender.
Yeah, absolutely. See that airplane in Jersey hit like a light tower landing and stuff? That's crazy, man.
No, when was this?
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I see.
There's like some guy's, is a truck driver, and I guess he has a dash cam that's like inside the truck where you see him driving, and I guess some of the pole or something hit the truck. It's crazy.
I saw that. Where the Spirit went tits up.
Yeah, man.
I actually had a lady get on my shuttle on Sunday morning, and I'm going Spirit, and I looked at her and I said, they're no longer flying. Well, I'm gonna go see if I get it. I said, ma'am, they're closed. She didn't believe me, so we get a phone call that a certain customer. I'm like, I guess you were right. Yeah, I was right. They're closed. They're not gonna. She wanted to go to Vegas or something. I said, well, you're gonna have to. I said, do you have your credit card? They'll charge it back. She didn't believe me. My favorite one I've had 2 different times. They want to go on a flight. I pick them up later on. What happened? Well, the flight was yesterday. They're just.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, really? I've had that a couple times. They come in, they go on to go fly, and they come back, and I go, what happened? Well, the flight was yesterday. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Don't you?
Happens, man. Happens.
Or
you almost talk yourself into you get the day wrong.
Or the flight's the next day, and it's like I'm sorry. I understand that, Ted, but it just blows me away that because people are still showing up at the airport looking for Spirit flight. Today they are showing up at the airport at airports, walking up there looking for Spirit because they don't pay attention.
Well, there's a lot of people that are stranded.
Oh, absolutely.
They can't get their flight back.
Yeah, Delta's going to step
fly
in.
Back, it's way more expensive.
Yeah, we had a family member was supposed to come home Saturday or Sunday. They can't. That night they're done.
Yep.
And it was $2,000 to fly from Florida to Massachusetts.
Jesus.
For 2 tickets. Which is messed up, man, because if you think about it, Spirit Airline is, it's a low-cost airline. So you're not dealing with people with, money, say.
Right.
And now you got to shell out $2,000 for a flight. I mean, how the hell are you going to do that?
Well, I personally think they should just, I just rent a car. I mean, during 9/11, my boss, when they were in the air and it happened, I called him and I said, I got a car, I got the last van. And Darla drove back, and he goes, I'll wait. And he waited 2 weeks to get out of Toronto. She made it back. I said, I got her a rental van while they were in the air.
Yeah.
And we got the last one left. People were buying vehicles in Vegas and driving back because they clean the skies.
Crazy, man, right?
Well, people were buying vehicles in Vegas and just saying, I'll take this car. I'm driving home. But she drove from Toronto back to Minnesota. And
wow.
And Cole was like, oh, no, I'll wait. Well, it was 2 weeks later. He finally made it back to the shop, because they were midair, and if they would have made it across the border, they would have made it to Minnesota, but they brought him into Toronto, and they didn't go. He couldn't go anywhere for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I told her I got that rental car. As soon as I said I've got he didn't want, for some reason, didn't want to drive back with her. I don't know why, but yeah, that happened. It was just all the people were buying vehicles and driving home. Because they clean. Yeah. Like my brother said, it's been swept clean.
People. It becomes Lord of the Flies, man. Then it becomes like the toilet paper rush. Remember?
Yep.
Like how crazy that same stuff, man.
Yeah, I worked at the food place. I mean, I worked at the grocery store during that behavior, and people were coming in for the toilet paper. We had to ration that, and then about Lysol and stuff too as well. People were coming in for that behavior.
Yeah.
And then we were going through a lot of soups.
Yeah, and like in World War II, they did it, as a civic duty, and then here you go 2020, and it's like anarchy, man.
Correct.
Definitely not. We devolved, not evolved.
Well, I know a lot of people would buy stuff. They would only want to buy like Campbell's soup, which they had their stock in. So people, I don't have stock in that. I don't care if it's all we have, because people buy only things they have stock in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I learned that real quick. People will go by brand name. It's like we have the same thing. We don't have that. Why are they going through so much soap? Because people are at home. That's why they're at home.
Yeah,
they're washing their own dishes. And people were buying canned foods, and we were running. That's the way it worked during the COVID. We went through a shitload of cereal. I mean, it was just come in and they were dropping off 5-6 kids a day at the store just to get stuff on the shelf.
Wow.
And there was a certain things that they orange labeled. I mean, they weren't going to stock it. They just, like Tab, I didn't mind Tab, but Tab was a pretty well known. They stopped making Tab, just like in 2008 when they got rid of Buick, they got rid of Oldsmobile, they got rid of Saturn, they got rid of Pontiac. That was their excuse to get rid of these brands. So they stopped making certain things during the pandemic. They just concentrated on certain things. So They had a big orange stripe over things. Like, we're not making that until they get past the pandemic. So
Yeah, I forgot about the Saturn car.
well, that's they make Chevy there, but yeah, they got rid of that because that was non-union. That was their excuse to get rid of that because it was a non-union in Tennessee. So yeah, it was panic. I enjoy working there. I enjoy being in the front lines. But one lady I saw all the time, how long is this going to last, Jeffrey? And I go, ma'am, maybe a year. Oh, I guess it's going to last a while. I said, it's going to be the after effect. And I said, because she would come every Thursday, And I said, I don't know. I said, I'm on the front line here wearing a mask, trying to stack the shelf fast as I can, man. We only do so much.
Yeah.
But,
now stay back 6 feet because you might infect me.
Exactly.
Remember?
Oh, yeah.
So stupid.
I know.
Yeah. 7 feet, you're okay. 5 feet, you're in the death zone. But 6, you're okay. Never had to wait outside a store because there were 7 people in the store.
Yeah, I know. I was telling her that the other
I'm like,
day.
you kidding me, right?
Yeah,
I go, you kidding me? No, you gotta leave. I go,
we're at
you people out of your minds. Right?
We were at Costco and we were walking in there. And I remember we had to wait outside. She goes, "Yep." Remember that Costco had to wait. Like you waited they'd come out and you'd go in.
Yeah.
And people would be walking in the grocery without a mask on. I can't do anything about it. I'm not a manager here. They'd point at him like I can't walk over until they put a mask on. I'm just an employee. Call the man.
Yeah.
I can't walk over to some guy and demand.
It didn't work anyway.
Right, I know, but it's they'd point at me. It's the way it works. I mean, I was vaxxed. I got a small part of that when I was with you that one time for 3 days. Not as bad as other people, but I got the COVID. Whatever.
Yeah.
Just 3 days was a small version of it. It sucked, but.
Hey, I gotta take off. I gotta go eat dinner.
All right, thanks for calling the show. I'll talk to you later.
All right, let's see.
All right, there goes Carl. So that's Carl. Anyway, so I figured when you called in, we'll try to give him along for the ride, but he was coming. But he's a nice guy. He's mainly about the Sarasota Tim. Hey, these guys, this group that I kind of like make fun of, they watch him and they pick on the guy. He's in Florida. He does Crushing for Christ videos. He'll eat McDonald's. This is the best coffee I've ever had, and he's an ideal person for a salesman because he loves. I love him a lot. Yeah. He is. I mean, I'd hire him as a salesman tomorrow to sell cars because he'll boldface lie to you. So these people, Barium Exposure, Old Man Nation, Miss Vicky, Life and Vibe, these people will give him money. People give him money. Okay, this is again the money train. Buy me a coffee. You know what I'm saying? I've never asked for a damn thing. I mean. And then there's people striking people's channels. So there's what's your name? Life and Vibe will play back his whole video and comment on it. I could talk about people that putting their stuff back. So he took her to court and all this behavior going on, and it's just this wasting. It's just he needs a good lawyer to tell her, listen, loser pays. If I took you to court, they belong in a Judge Judy courtroom. That's what they belong in. He needs a lawyer to actually defend himself and tell her, listen, this is not YouTube. It's a copyright strike thing that he is allowed to do, and somebody to represent him because and say, guess what? Let's do discovery because she's making money off of Sarasota Tim. Because people come to her for drama. She's a registered nurse in she lives in Virginia Beach. And it's like, okay, and she's pissing, moaning, plays stuff back, and she Foodie Beauty, another chick that she watches, some fat chick. It's like these people, the reaction channels on this video platform are just, it's easy to watch a video bitch about it. It's just, I guess people love doing that, so they'll have your video up in the corner and they complain about you. That's a very easy thing to do. For me to go out with my camera, you see when I used to go snorkeling in the lake, you go out and snorkel in the river, in the lake and swim around, you got to, go do that. People don't want to do that. They'll watch other people's stuff and complain. I complain about people, yes I do, but I mean, like me breaking down Carpetbagger when the Daily Woo was alive and bitch about him all the time. It's like, really? I'll talk about people, but some people just, what they do is they pop up that video and they bitch about the people. That's what they do. And it's the reaction channels are just because people are getting demonetized on this video platform. They're trying to clean out all these people that use AI. So people, what's that one? I saw the guy demonetized. So what he did, what was that one I just talked about at the beginning of the show? I went to Chicago. I went to the store. oh god, what's that? Harry Potter, right? The lead character. So he has like a pit. He uses him in the videos, and he names him something instead of Harry Potter, maybe Harold Potter, whatever he does. He makes it close enough to be Potter, so you know who it is, and he has his own little horror thing. But it's like he's just taking someone else's thing and making it look like something else. It's like, okay, you're not really creating a character like Tony Polino. You know what I'm saying? You know,
yeah,
or Ted the Talking Head. That would be my person, and I'd create a character and be Ted the Talking Head. You know, and I would create a character. You know, and you would say, hey, let's. You know what I'm saying? The Adventures of Ted the Talking Head. Instead of getting this person who looks just identical to that whole thing, and you're AI in it, that's not creative. You're people. I saw the videos that he did. I'm like, okay, I know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this very popular series. You know, you're not creating anything different. You're just giving a different name to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like making a Whopper and just changing it to the Big One. I start my own burger chain called the Big One, and I make a Whopper. You know what I'm saying? It's identical to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what it is, you know. Just like when what's his name got sued for calling him a pedo. He called him a pedo, and he got off. We know what that means, you know. He got off on there when what's his name, Elon Musk, because he was mad because they didn't want to use the submarine to rescue those kids from the cave, and they did it themselves, and he was mad. He called him a pedo. It's like, so they claimed there was something. No, we know what that means, but the bottom line is we know what you're saying. But he was using that same picture of a guy, and they made him look a little fatter, and then named it differently. It's like, listen, you're just cheating. Come on, create your own Ted the Talking Head. Create your own Tony Polino. You know what I'm saying? You know, I have all kinds of different names. You know, Johnny J, right? Johnny J, Utah. You know, from the Bay Area. You know.
Yeah.
Johnny J, man. Johnny J, man. You know, doing the adventures of Johnny J. Knows everybody. No one knows him, but he thinks everyone knows Johnny. You know, the bandwagon sports. You know. You can have your own little character, Johnny J, running around doing his own stuff. That's my little alter ego. And I named Aaron Hernandez the gangster before anybody else did. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so funny when I saw a documentary and she looked at me. She goes, "You called him the gangster before?" They just said, "Absolutely." Even asked Ted. Ted will contest.
You did.
To contest me calling him the gangster. I said, Ted could not handle doing those live streams with me because it was too creepy for him on the phone.
No, it was weird, man. I can't,
I know 3 people say they have that laugh on their ringtone.
Oh, that's hilarious.
The gangster laugh. Well, before Blog Talk closed, I was getting almost 3,000 listens over on Blog Talk when I did the gangster sports, and people just loved it. When I was in jail, I would do.
Yeah.
I'm the gangster of the jail.
People send me emails.
I used that the other day. We were talking about Aaron Hernandez, and I said, you know, he died an innocent man.
Yep.
And you're like, no, he didn't. I said, yeah, he was innocent, man. He never had trial.
Exactly.
You know, on the appeal, or whatever the hell was going on there. So.
I died an innocent man, you know. Whenever I do the show, I go,
I was born on this day, and I died an innocent man on this day, and I was murdered by the Jewish mafia in my jail cell.
You know, whatever.
Yeah.
So Aaron Hernandez, I love doing it. I wish I could do it every day. It's fun to do, the voice, the music in the background. He goes over, Tommy Brati, give me money to a charity, you know. Now the head coach, then, you know, him having a problem with that one guy. But, you know, all this behavior going on, all this inside information, which we know goes on with this stuff, you know, all this behavior.
Yeah.
Again, this team has nothing to rely on. They did cheating scandal with Tommy Brati and the video cheater, and also his happy ending, going into in a massage parlor, you know, a grown-ass man, owner of the National Fix-It League. So, and his coach got in the cookie jar, you know. So it is what it is. You know, they have nothing to hang up. That's the National Film League. We all know that. They're a bunch of pigs, you know. That's what they do, you know. It's never ending. So, anyways, I don't know. But how are your masturbators doing?
Last place.
Still? Okay. Are they asking for any heads? Any heads were going to roll anything? Or not?
You know, the owner came out and said everybody's safe. And
that, you know what that means? That means he's not safe.
Yeah, I know. I'm just hoping it's sooner than later, but you know, we'll have to wait and see. You know, I don't have many seasons left, Cowboy. I want to see a winner, man.
I know. You want to, before you do actually go to the other side.
That's right.
We'll
man.
just if you do pass away, we'll just keep you in purgatory until the time comes.
Yeah.
You'll just sit there in purgatory watching TV nonstop, waiting for the masturbators or your candy ass New York Jets win back.
The Jets will never win, bro.
Oh, you never know.
I don't even get when people say, "Well, who do you like?" I say the Jets. They're like, "Oh, sorry." Usually that's the first word. It's sorry. Man, they'll bring up like you and the Browns are like the word. I said, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah, I know. Well, I guarantee it. If Cincinnati sisters can win a Super Bowl before Cleveland, and they do, let's say, God forbid, they do this year, next year, and they finally pull the head out of their ass, they will burn down 2 cities because Cleveland will be on fire. They will be. Yeah. I really thought they were going to get it done a couple years ago. I thought they almost did. The offensive line got tired. That was their biggest problem. They got tired. If they had an offensive line, they would have won that game in my mind because they had they had all the ability to win it. And I still think they do. You just need an offensive line. That's what they need. You know? I mean, Burrow is a hell of a good quarterback. It's just unfortunately he doesn't have any. Just like with Andrew Luck with RoboCop, no offensive line, and he continued to run the ball just like Hurts out there in City of Bally Shove. He's going to have a short career running the ball like he's a linebacker. It's like that's a short career, man.
But he got the ring, man.
Yeah, he got the ring. I know, but the home slice. Who knows where they go this year? When it's going to go out that behavior with that injury.
As long as the Bills never win, I'm pretty happy, man.
They were so close.
I know where my team is, but as long as the Bills never get to drink from the cup, I'm very happy.
I would have loved to see the Bills and Seattle in the Super Bowl. That would have been a great matchup if they would have gotten there, but just couldn't get that done. Couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
But people are still pissed off about Donald Duck winning the Super Bowl,
Yeah, he got it done, man.
I told a few people at work he's going to get it done, you guys. I told him, I said, watch out. They're the dark horse. He
never left Minnesota. Minnesota should never let him go.
I told people that before I left, and they said, you were right. I told them. I said, 3-year deal. 3-year deal, 30-year option. I told them that. Should have never let him go. Should have said, listen, 2 years, and then the second year, he would have been the quarterback. Because that's why Jeffries was pissed. He knew he was a good runner. He was a hell of a good player.
Yeah, I had Jefferson on my fantasy team last year. He did nothing.
Yeah, he was pissed.
They never threw him the ball.
Yeah, Donald Duck could throw the ball a lot like Cunningham. I was watching the video of when we were in Dallas in '98, how he torched the Cowboys on '98 and Thanksgiving on his rookie season. Those 3 times, right into our end zone all 3 times. I watched those. My hair stands up because I remember being there in the end zone. I looked at her and said, "This will be legendary. This game." I go, "These 3 touchdowns will be legendary, just like the butt fumble, And the Giants kicking out of bounds, you know what I'm saying? Another legendary video. That's legendary. You played that at his funeral. You walk up there.
Tom Coughlin losing his shit.
Yep, you play it at his funeral. You say, "This is for you, Mr. Coughlin. Hit it, Ted." Put it up on the screen.
Yeah, that was epic.
I think he would rather enjoy that. I really do. I think he would. I think he would rather enjoy that. It was just a good 15 minutes of melting down on people and yelling at people. That'd be a great thing to him. And that would end it. And now, without further ado, the last one, Ted. This is the kickoff. You have him getting all mad at people. A 15-minute montage, and at the end, you do the punt out of bounds. I actually won my fun money. When I was doing my NFL show. When I was live, I actually won money on that. I mean, not money, but just I was correct on the pick. It was pretty hilarious. It was hilarious. The butt fumble was epic too. I had to call you on the phone. It was.
Yeah, I know. Called me, and I was just knee deep in fury.
Oh, those days.
That was raw, man. That was definitely a raw call.
Oh, I know. Well, anyways, I'm past my bedtime here. I appreciate calling back in, talking with the lead hater of Sarasota, Tim. So,
well, there you go, man.
My favorite thing to jump in.
I only associate with top shelf people. You should know that.
That's right. Right. You run with in life, right? You are your choices, right? You are your choices.
That's right. All right.
So. Well, you too poor die. Have a good time in Thurgood. If you see the man from Florida, just tell him, hey, I said hello, and
I'll try.
If you see him, give him a nod and point at him for me, okay?
He sounds good.
Just say, hey, son. The Cowboy says hello, son. Billy
I'll definitely throw a Cowboy says hello.
And of course, the man that drinks the band, give him a nod for me too as well. and the saxophone
Very
player.
good. I'd love to get my guitar signed, but
Yeah.
I'm not lugging it.
Yeah, okay. Like you're gonna get that sign. Yeah, I barely got that picture taken of you to sign it, and then barely when I had the thing downstairs, and I caught the slide, and Schuler signed it, and then Blau signed it, and Simon, and he goes, "Hey, cowboy, you're gonna need to get the saxophone." Came over and he goes, "You're gonna have to drink the band." He goes, "You have to talk to the security guard." And he said, "Come on, man." They all signed it. He walked over and he scribbled it. When you get that from me, you'll see it someday. The only one on that you cannot read is Thurgood. Everything else is Schuler is signed with he put the state of Texas and then signed it.
Yes, I like that. That's pretty cool.
Oh, you can read them all. That's why rockers sign their guitars when you go to hard rock. When you go, like Gene Simmons signed the bass guitar over in and Hard Rock over in over. I love that bass guitar. I love to have one at Hard Rock in Times Square. It's a really nice signature.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that bass guitar. I love to have one because there was a pawn shop during the when they had the riots, and there was one in there. It was like a knockoff, and it burned to the ground. I cried because I saw it in there for $300. I would have loved to bought it. And it was I don't play bass, but I love that bass. And the bass players that Van Halen guy always had. He had the Jack Daniels one. He always had.
Oh yeah. That's a cool one.
Yeah,
that's a cool one.
Yeah, I'm not a bass guy.
Yeah.
I love someone that can create basses that are out there. Man, I love to have a guitar collection, but I'm not a guitar player. But after a while, you start collecting guitar. Look at the owner of Dearly Departed. What's his name had a big guitar. They're going to sell that all on an auction. He had a big guitar collection.
Oh yeah.
He died young.
I'm not going to lug it. I'm not going to lug it all the way down there, like you said, and have someone say no.
No, and then or if he does sign, you won't be able to see what it says.
Yeah.
Look how he acted. Look how he acted at the hotel. I mean, in the airport, like an idiot.
I know. That's a shame.
Can't walk over and shake the guy's hand because no one's going to care about you, young ass.
Yeah.
I mean, I told you, what's his name? Cal Ripken Jr. Well, who are you? He gave me the bunnies. Well, we talked about his when he broke the record. I was over at the Mall American. I remember that was yesterday. We chatted. What are you doing here? He goes, well, it looks like we're in a baseball tournament. He got second place. This trophy's going downstairs. Because they got second place. So he was there in time.
Yeah.
But he was so nice. He was just like I think he was his best friend. He wouldn't have remembered. I remember because he was very nice to me. They asked for a picture, no autograph, but he was very, very nice. Just
man, that's cool.
Not a jerk, and
Yeah.
But not. I mean, I can't hurt.
I'm just going at this point. I want to hear an Elmore James song. Give me an Elmore James song, I'll be happy.
Yeah, okay. Well, again,
my
friend,
same shit. I'm gonna be fucking pissed off again.
Have a safe drive down there, okay?
All right, brother. I'll talk to you. You
All
be
right.
good. Say
Ciao.
hey to Sue Ellen.
All right, you betcha I will. All right, there he goes. Ted the Talking Head. He's always good to come to the show and say, we're on for like holy moly. Anyways, remember the mail to the Army for all the branches? We do appreciate you guys very, very much. The Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, and the Navy, and the Mercantile Coast Guard, the Internet Uniform, thank you very much. 1 and 2, Forgotten, Vietnam War, all the wars. Appreciate it. I wouldn't shower in the shower of Penn State. Don't shower in the shower of Penn State, okay? Safe sex an issue with real pill trend. You don't like two men having consensual sex. You can't watch two women. That is not a very Christian thing to be doing. But predict AIDS, herpes, gonorrhea in the penis. Ouch. All that's up. And chlamydia. All right. Crabs, too, as well, I guess. Women, you carry the groceries when you get pregnant, not up like a cheerleader, okay? And don't drink and drive. Hope you, hour 40 minutes. I feel like a blind use. Brain exposure, love you more than ice cream, morphine, old man Geritol out there, all you haters out there. It's a fun show. Tuesday working, NFL, Thursday maybe we'll see. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this voice, this podcast, Fear Mongering Radio, we are